So, where I'm going with this is the idea of the totem. The totem pole in North America, it was a very early memory. I remember going to Alaska as a very young boy and seeing some totem poles up close. And uh, as I've studied them, they hold great importance and are revered. And I haven't got my hands on Totem and Taboo by Freud, but I went over it on the Wikipedia. And the reason why I did this was that it's very similar in my mind, to what Carl Jung was talking about with the archetypes and what we meet when we go into our active imagination, the characters and forms that we meet. And his whole idea was about becoming more whole, integrating those repressed contents. But the key to him was that holding things as sacred, understanding the importance of not analyzing that magic, awe, and wonder out of life, where we leave ourselves devoid of all magic and wonder and awe because we have now analyzed the life right out of it. We completely understand it consciously, and it holds no power or sway over us. I think there's a very important aspect of living a well-lived life where there is this awe and wonder. But as far as the totem goes, these aspects in the shadow that we repress or don't want to become conscious of, self-conscious of, can, in Carl Jung's perspective, release tremendous energies and afford us a more well-rounded, sound perspective. So what I've done is I've realized that there are certain aspects that I can very easily become possessed by because they hold a great deal of awe and wonder to me. This could be as simple as a love relationship, but in Totem and Taboo, the Wikipedia article, Freud is mentioning as an example, a totem could be of the mother, and the totem represents all the repressed content. So we love our mothers, but actually, in reality, there are certain things we like and certain things we hate. Certain things we love and certain things we hate about them. And so the totem is the repository of all those repressed contents that we don't want to admit to ourselves. And in the example he gave, he mentioned, it's in quotes as if he's quoting somebody saying, the totem killed my mother. I didn't kill my mother, the totem killed, or I don't hate my mother, the totem hates my mother. Something along those lines. And coming to awareness that we have a whole array of feelings towards something, not just good feelings, not just positive feelings, but actually negative feelings. Incorporating those negative feelings brings it more whole. And in the wholeness gives us a more sound perspective, a more well-rounded perspective. So when it comes to a more well-rounded perspective, the point is that we can evaluate it more clearly and more honestly. Now, with Jung, it's about going in. It's not about going out. It's not so much our outer relationships so much as the relationships within us. And that on some level, all of the outer relationships are only projections of our internal state onto those outer relationships. So ultimately, it's an inside job. We got to do the work within us.